Hi guys, this is Mikkel Holt, and I'm going to talk about my 4-H summer internship. So how did I find and arrange my internship? So I began looking through the list of example internships they have on the BYU Idaho website, and I noticed on there was someone that I had volunteered and worked with before. And so through networking, I was able to get my internship and talk to Candy Boyce and get this 4-H internship. So my responsibilities of the internship were to plan um, activities, help organize the activities, and make sure that we were good to go for all our camps and that we were prepared, like shopping and collecting items that we would need for the camps. So the camps that we did were Clover Bud Camp, and that's for ages 6 to 8. And we did various activities with them. They are not old enough to be part of 4-H yet, and so this is just getting them excited to come be part of 4-H. We also did baking camp, which we taught them how to bake some things, and cake decorating camp, drone camp, and they're pretty self-explanatory. The Alpine camp was we went up to Alpine, Wyoming for 3 days and had a camp and activities for the kids and enjoy the outdoors. Hiking camp, photography camp, cupcake wars, so all pretty self-explanatory. Rocket camp, sewing camp, crochet camp, and shooting sports. And at the camps, we were required to, some of the time, teach the kids, me and the other intern. Sometimes we were more there just to supervise and help our supervisor and make sure it was running smoothly. And how did I benefit the site that I served at? I brought new ideas to the table. We did things a different way than they have done in the past. I helped us stay very organized, and I helped prep for next year, so getting like extra things so we had it set up for next year, and leaving notes about what worked and what didn't, what they should change for the future. And I also had the opportunity to create a photography class for one of the day camps that we did. And so I made the curriculum based off the 4-H curriculum and condensed week-long camps into 2 days, and my own personal experience, made a PowerPoint and took the kids out and had them go take photos, and I helped critique them and things like that. So one important connection that I had between things that I've learned at BYU Idaho and what I experienced during my internship is just how important it is to have age-appropriate and individual-appropriate activities. I especially learned this when doing Clover Bud Camp versus these other camps, and it really makes a difference from a 7-year-old to a 10-year-old. Just those few years, it makes a difference. Even in some of the camps, the younger kids had a harder time staying on task and completing their record books for the fair. The older kids would stay more on task and could complete the projects and would ask questions and be ready to learn. And each child was different. They needed some of them needed more attention than others. Some of them just did fine on their own. Some of them liked to learn from their peers more. And then also going off that is the different personalities. That there's so many different personalities for a kid, and I just really saw that someday when I have my own kids, I can't raise them all exactly the same, that they all need different things, and different things will keep them happy, and that makes them who they are. I definitely would recommend this internship. I felt like it was very worthwhile. I had so much fun, but it was a lot of hard work, and I put a lot of long hours in, but it definitely was worth it because I learned a lot and felt like it was very beneficial to my future career. And someday I would like to be part of 4-H again. And the 4-H, one thing I learned about them is that they are in every state in the US. So you could find this internship anywhere you go. And it's also in other countries in the world. Most counties have their own 4-H program, but it looks, all these different places, it looks different across the board. So you would be doing very different activities. The main goal of 4-H is to help kids become good citizens and help them learn these life skills. And who you would contact for the 4-H internship in Rexburg would be Candy Boyce, and her number is 208-716-4666. And her email is kboice@co.madison.id.us. And thank you for the opportunity that you've given me to be able to share about my internship and the wonderful experience it was. And I hope that some of you are inspired to join 4-H, and even in general, and maybe even for your internship. Bye, guys. So how did I benefit personally from the experience? So I've noticed that I have become a better planner. I have been able to manage my time better, and I feel like this is an important skill for any job that you'll do. I got better at following a budget and making sure that I was spending the right amounts on things and not going over. And I also learned how to work better with kids, and learned about myself that I work better with teaching kids one-on-one. There's also many life skills that I learned from doing these camps. Some of these camps I had prior experience, and some of them I had to learn in the process to help teach these kids. And so I learned some new cooking tips. I learned about decorating cakes and all the different cake tips and the different types of frostings you can make. I got to make them. I was reminded again of how to sew, and felt like I benefited my skills of being a seamstress. I learned to crochet, and I learned more about shooting. Something that I thought was really interesting is careers in drones and photography. And so I am a photographer myself, and so this was very interesting to see what types of direction I could go with photography.